Namaste, everyone, and welcome. So here we are for the part 2 of Anchor Light. And Fridays, at least again, Friday here in the United States is we voted for healing. And this morning, or the earlier session, we did healing for envy. And an offshoot of that is prosperity healing. And you go, what does prosperity healing have to do with envy? Well, we'll go to it today, and it has to do with greed. So before we start, let's ask for blessing, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Twakok Sui Mahagu Jumailing, we humbly ask for divine light, divine love. Thank you for your compassion, purifying light, and soothing healing energy. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right, so again, welcome. Just make sure that everybody is online here. I need to know what the heck I'm doing. Pressing the right buttons. Okay, so what does envy have to do with greed? It's interesting. There's a Scottish proverb that says, let me see. Let me just show it to you guys again, just in case, so I know I'm not making it up. Greed and envy are good neighbors. Okay. Greed and envy are good neighbors. Simple and in your face. So the question is, how does envy and greed work together? Or how does it connect to each other? It's very simple. It goes back to what we covered in one of the origins of suffering. So the Buddha said that one of the Four Noble Truths, there is suffering in life. What are the origins or causes of suffering? This suffering can end, how to end it. It's interesting when we covered the second one, which is origin of suffering is unregulated, excessive, unwholesome desire. Okay, most people, all they know about cause of suffering in the Buddhist tradition is desire. And some people say, "Oh, I don't have any desire, therefore I'm holy." Well, first of all, that's how crazy that is. So you're telling me the desire to love God, the desire to have a good relationship, to have good health, all that is bad? So that's why I remember a message of my teacher when he was talking about it. It just makes it so clear. Unregulated, unwholesome, excessive desire. Okay? Now, so let's break it down. So if let's say you want money, you want a car, you want a good job, you want anything have to do with accumulating stuff. All right, nothing wrong with it. You want to make more money? Yeah, so you can pay your bills, you can have a savings, you can support your family, you can have a cause like feeding hungry people, feeding, animals that are not being fed by nature because of earth changes, whatever. So all of that is a desire. Nothing wrong with it. So you say, oh, I want to have the funds to do that. Great. Oh, I want to have a new car. I want to have a nice car. The car I have is how many years old? So you want a nice car. Nothing wrong with it. Make sense? Oh, you want jewelry. You want this. You want that. All that is fine because the desire by itself is not the problem. Of course, if some of the desires include smoking, taking drugs, taking, alcohol, whatever. Any of these things that are unwholesome to your body. So out of the three, you got one down. Unwholesome desire. So that's the start of the cause of the suffering. But if it's just a desire for a nice car, nice house, some material thing, or let's say you want something to make your life better, you want to buy certain applications on your computer, on your phone, okay, it's a desire. Is it unwholesome? No. Then you ask yourself, okay, how many cars do you need? How many shoes do you need? I know. Some of you guys don't touch the shoes thing. Hold on, just listen carefully. So whatever it is that you are quote unquote desiring, it's not as much what it is, as long as it's not unwholesome. The question is it regulated? Can you control yourself? Or you go, and I've known people like this, they're having financial difficulty before. And once things took off, they're doing better. Oh, they have a nice car. They want to get a Mercedes, they want a BMW, Ferrari, whatever. Doesn't matter. So they have a car. Then they realize I really like cars. So they got another expensive car. Another expensive car. And before you know it, there's like 3 or 4 expensive cars. And it's now like this in their budget. So it's at first it's wholesome, a nice car, becomes unregulated, so they cannot control themselves. And since it's unregulated, it became excessive. So you hit the 3. Unregulated, excessive, that made it unwholesome. So let's say you want to have money. Okay, again, nothing wrong with it, because some people on the spiritual path, they think money is causing them to fall, causing them to have not to be spiritual. The problem is not money. The problem is them, because they cannot control it. They cannot regulate it. Make sense? So it was not unwholesome by itself, but their attitude towards it is unregulated. They cannot control themselves, and it becomes excessive. Then it becomes unwholesome. So that's the cause of suffering. Make sense? So you go, what's it got to do with greed and envy? Well, when it becomes excessive, unregulated, and becomes unwholesome, when it comes to money and accumulating things, that's what you call greed. That means the soul lost control. The gratification of the body, the emotions, the thoughts took precedence over the soul's ability to say, hey, I need this, I don't need this, I want to have fun, I want to have comfort in my life. But at some point when the soul lost control, then, I have 5 cars, I need 10. I already have 5 Lamborghinis, I need a Ferrari, I need whatever. It could be anything from shoes to clothes, it could be anything. But the concept is same thing. First of all, is it wholesome, unwholesome? By itself, it could be, it could not be, but most things are, let's say, wholesome enough. You want a big screen TV. Big screen TV. Okay. Same thing. Is it wholesome? Yeah, by itself, nothing wrong with it. I want to be able to see a good movie at home. Okay. Now you go, yeah, but I need it bigger. I need it bigger. Now, can I control myself? I have to buy the next biggest TV. Well, if your budget's a little tight, that right there is what? Immediately unregulated and become excessive. And then become unwholesome. So now that you want to acquire, to accumulate, that becomes greed. Okay, so that's part 1. Now you go, what's it got to do with prosperity healing? It's very simple. Once the mindset becomes, I want to take more, I want to have more, and if you don't, it's not enough, then guess what seeps in? Scarcity. Scarcity. You go, well, how, unless you have unlimited funds, which is, hey, lucky you, go for it. But most people have a certain limited budget. So when it becomes uncontrollable, as in unregulated, and becomes super excessive, and you're going into debt just to be able to have a beautiful mansion that you cannot afford, that becomes glamour. Then before you know it, what happens? You start worrying about money. You start having scarcity, right? That's how it goes in. Like, oh, how are they going to afford? But they still want another new car. Another beautiful house. You want a vacation home, although you cannot afford it. Well, originally you could afford it, but once it became excessive because of the unregulated desire, that's it. I cannot afford it anymore. Then at that point, that need to fill up that desire is greed, and the flip side of that, internally, there's scarcity. And guess what happens? When you see someone who has what you want, guess what happens? Envy swells up. And envy is one of those, envy or jealousy is one of those emotions that shrink your prosperity chakra immediately. And we do this in the prosperity class, the Kriya Shakti class. I'll go through with that with you right now, although we do it in a big group. I want you to share that with you so it becomes real for you. Every time you're envious of someone, you are actually shrinking your prosperity center. Okay, that's how the two are connected. Because some of you going, yeah, I could see why, you get rid of envy in the earlier session. How's that connected to greed? Well, It is because the unwholesome, unregulated, excessive desire, what does it do? It causes you want to accumulate stuff. Not enough. And there's a form of scarcity. And then there's always going to have somebody having more than you. That's how it is. Somebody's always going to be smarter. Somebody's going to be more prosperous. Somebody's always going to be more, younger looking, whatever. There's always someone, no matter where you reach, there's always someone up there. So then it becomes envy. Okay, but to make it, since it's prosperity, let's deal with finances and money so it becomes more tangible. So here's what I want you to do. Rub your hands together. Press the center of your palms. Remember, we do this to feel the energy, right? Okay. Visualize it like you're looking at yourself in front of you. I want you to check two things. The size of your crown, your spiritual core, your crown center, and then your basic chakra. So you just visualize your butt, basically, the basic chakras in the back. Okay? So shake your hands. Go like this. Say, my crown center. You're just trying to feel the energy. Say, the energy of my crown center. Okay? Then you go, the energy of my prosperity center. So you're getting a baseline measurement. The spiritual center and the prosperity center. Okay? There's a reason why we're doing both, not just one. All right. Close your eyes. Let's just use money as an example. It's easiest. Can you think of somebody who's prosperous? I'm sure you can. There's 400, Forbes 400. You can pick one. People say Elon Musk, Bill Gates, whoever. Just pick one person. Okay? Now, I want you to simulate. That's the reason my teacher always does. Simulate the mistake so you don't really make the stupid mistake. Well, I put the word stupid in there, but he just said, do a simulated mistake so you don't have to make a bigger mistake. All right. So picture the person that we want to do the experiment on. Somebody rich, prosperous. Okay? Now, I want you to simulate feeling envious. Like, how come he's so rich? How come he's doing so well? How come it's not me? Maybe he stole the money. Maybe the reason he's rich is blah, 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 blah. Whatever people whine about. Pick something. Simulate it. Okay? Just do that for about 10, 15 seconds. Really feel it. Can't stand this. Can't stand that guy. He's so rich. Okay, done? Okay. Shake your hands. Say my spiritual center. Say my crown center. What happened? Did it suddenly balloon? Oh, did it go? Ew. Let's talk about your prosperity center. Because you say, of course, being envious and jealous, my spiritual center would shrink. But my prosperity center shouldn't do anything. Let's find out. Say my prosperity center. What happened to the energy? Also shrink. Right? Also shrunk. You know why? Two things. One, when you feel some form of envy, all right, what happens is the soul lost control. So when the soul lost control, your spiritual connection shrinks. When your spiritual connection shrinks, guess what happens? The crown also shrinks. Now, why did the basic chakra, the prosperity center, shrink? Because when you feel envious of someone, you actually develop scarcity or poverty consciousness. Because you'll say, oh, they have more than me. How come I don't have? You start doing all these crazy thoughts in your head. So the basic chakra, since you don't have a sense of confidence that, hey, I have prosperity, I can have whatever I want because I have control over it. You have the opposite, so the basic chakra shrinks. Translation, as we said in the earlier session, if you haven't watched it, envy hurts or destroys the envious. So every time somebody has a nicer car than you, once you start feeling, oh man, how come they have it, I don't have it, disintegrate it immediately with violet light. Otherwise, you know why? You let it grow, your crown shrink, your basic chakra shrinks. Then you wonder how come your finances are suffering. Oh, and that's not all. You love quoting the law of attraction, right? Okay. So the more poverty consciousness you have, the more poverty you attract. Now the law of attraction is working against you. Now let's do an experiment, shall we? Okay, raise your hand like this. Come on, just follow along. We need to fix that problem, right? Okay, go like this. Visualize the person you're feeling envious of. Project love. Just say, may you be blessed. May God bless you. May the angels of prosperity bless you with more prosperity, with abundance, with happiness, with joy. May you be blessed with abundance and prosperity and the wisdom to use your resources properly. So be it. That latter part is important, okay? Do it again. Just sincerely bless them. Again, you're not one blessing. Just let the blessings flow through you. So whoever that person you were envious of, may you be blessed. May God bless you. May the angels of prosperity, may the beings of light, love, and abundance bless you with more abundance, prosperity, happiness, joy, good health, and especially the wisdom to use your prosperity properly. So be it, so be it, so be it. Now just be really sincere about it and just wish them well, wish them more joy, more happiness, and abundance. So be it. Okay. That's about the same amount of time that you felt envy earlier, right? Okay, shake your hands. Say, my spiritual cord, not my spiritual, my crown center. What do you notice? Ooh, got bigger. Okay, here's the true test. Your basic chakra, the base of your spine. Say, my prosperity center. What happened? It got bigger. And do you notice something happening to your mindset? Some of you, when you do this, we do this in class and people go, I feel more at peace. Exactly. Envy destroys the envious. Period. So the way my teacher taught me is like, well, taught us in the class, he says, when somebody is more prosperous than you, somebody wins the lottery, somebody gets a promotion, whatever, somebody gets something that you want or you perceive you want, do exactly what the general public does. The opposite. Most people say, how come I work my ass off, blah, blah. You know what you do? You go, okay, it's natural to feel some of envy, but let's disintegrate. May you be blessed with more joy and happiness. You got the promotion. There must be a reason for it. May you be blessed with wisdom. May you be blessed with more abundance, more success, and so on. So may you be promoted. See, when they get promoted, it's the space open so you can be promoted to whatever. Get the idea? It's the complete opposite of what most people do. Now let's think about this. Number one, you're able to disintegrate that envy energy, right? Number two, your crown got bigger, so the soul has better control over your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. Number three, your basic chakra got bigger, so you start noticing, there's less worry about money. There's a fourth one. It's called the law of karma. As you project prosperity, energy, love, joy, happiness, wish a prosperous person well, it bounces back to you. That's why your basic chakra got big. That's one of the reasons. There's no downside. Make sense? Compared to feeling depressed, feeling envious, complaining, why me, why them, why this, and whatever, just why, just keep whining. Nothing improves. Here, what happens? You learn to be grateful with what you have. I might not have what that person have, but I'm blessed with happiness, with joy, whatever. You can think of whatever you want. Gratitude will take over. And when you have gratitude, you can sincerely say, may God bless you with this and that. So what happens? You have more inner peace. You have a stronger spiritual connection. Basic chakra gets blessed with prosperity energy. Then it's just a matter of time. If you work smart, you work hard, you work intelligently, you have the good karma, okay, your life will improve. Compared to what most people do, they sit there, complain, woe is me type of deal, and God is not fair, blah, 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 and complain. And what happens? It's a downward spiral, and they get more depressed, the chakras shrink more, so they get more depressed, and the soul loses more control, they get more depressed, and it just keeps going down, 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 down until they're in a deep hole. Which one makes more sense? That's the difference of having spiritual teachings and no spiritual teachings. Why do you think people suffer? Because they are not aware of these deep spiritual teachings that are so simple. You don't have to go live in the Himalayas in a cave and meditate for 1,000 years to get this. You just have to listen and practice. That's what I did. What my teacher taught this before. I used to go, oh man, how come this? And then he goes, you're just hurting yourself. I said, what do you mean? So we did experiments, scanning the crown, basics, so on and so on. And I go, here I am meditating, doing all this stuff to make my chakras bigger, so I have more energy, so I can heal better, I can be more prosperous. And just one incident of feeling deep envy, the chakra, the basic chakra, I go, that's dumb. That's stupid. I worked so hard to make this chakra big with one incident. All that energy, poof, disappeared. How much sense does that make? I know some of you sitting there going, because people always find reasons to complain. Well, I know these people, they're rich and they got it illegally, blah, blah. You know what I have to say to you? I know I'll lose some of you on this one. What's it got to do with you? Nothing. You realize that? Nothing. People became rich, they did it legally, they did it illegally, nothing to do with you. By you being broke, does not fix the problem. If they really became prosperous because they did it legally, you going broke, period. Make sense? Now, in fact, it's smarter to do it the other direction. If you know people who misuse money and use it to hurt people, then you make yourself more prosperous by having the mindset, proper practice. So as you become more prosperous, you can use the money properly to help more people. Then that makes sense. And you heard me say this so many times. My teacher, Grandmaster Chua Kok Sui, said, money in the hands of good people change the world. But unfortunately, a lot of people choose to complain. Because of envy, because of greed, they complain, oh, these people who reach these corporations do this and that. Okay, what's it got to do with you? Nothing. Right? But if you correct your thinking, or who's that? Zig Ziglar that says, get rid of your stinking thinking. You become more prosperous, you work hard, you generate good karma, all the stuff you need to do. As your life improves, you go, okay, good. Now I have more resources, I can help more people. It's the obvious choice. But unfortunately, it's obvious. But for the general public, it's not. Make sense? So that was a big lesson for me. When he was teaching the Kri Shakti class, the prosperity class, he did that experiment and it just really made me think, man, so every time I'm feeling envious of somebody getting a raise, getting a nicer car, I'm actually shrinking my own basic chakra. What's wrong with me? How dumb could I get? But see, I didn't know. Right? Was that the Bible that says knowledge is power? Or some holy book? Now that I know, I go, okay, stop doing that stupid thing. So when somebody gets a raise, somebody gets a nicer car, may God bless you with more happiness, joy, prosperity, abundance. And I'm happy for you. May you be blessed with more. And what do I notice? I go, I have more inner peace. Before I was like, Argh. I know for you, some of you, you got it. Some of you, I know, because it happens. People start thinking, yeah, but you don't understand my situation. Blah, blah, blah. It's same old stuff. People always find a reason to suffer. No matter how much you reach out your hand, try to pull them up, they try to pull your hand down because you don't understand my situation. Okay, nothing you can do. They keep suffering. It's a choice. There are many interpretations, there are many versions of this, but you heard it before. Pain happens, but suffering is a choice. Somebody got a raise, you deserve it, so there's pain. It's unfair. But if you suffer, you don't suffer, it's a choice you make. You let it affect you, let it bring down your productivity, then you suffer, then for sure you never get a raise. Make sense? To finalize, to finish this thing, we cannot control what happens outside. Some yes, some no, limited control. But unless you have a brain chemical imbalance, physiological or some psychological ailment that clinically something, everyone has the ability to control the response to what happens outside. And let me leave you with one thought, then we'll do our meditation. My teacher said, the soul grows through giving, not accumulating. So which brings me to the last part, the conclusion. So what is the cure for envy? What's the cure for unregulated, unwholesome desire called greed? Giving. What did you do when you were blessing this person? You were giving good energy. Right? Try it. Give money to charity. Before you give money to charity, scan your basic chakra. Give money to charity. See what happens to your basic. 1 billion% chance your basic increases. Which, if you think about it, doesn't make sense. Right? Because something went out of you, so your energy should be less. But your basic got bigger. You know why? There's two reasons. One, as you give and share with the intention to help others, the divine energy, prosperity energy flows through you, which will stretch your basic chakra. That's part one. Part two, by the law of karma, not you and I's opinion of karma, as you give and share, by the law of karma, it comes back as prosperity energy, which makes your basic chakra big. That inner condition, that energetic condition changes. So now you're setting yourself up to essentially have prosperity manifest or materialize in your life. That's it. So the soul grows through giving, not accumulating. Now, let me leave you with one last thought. I know I've been saying that for the last 15, 20 minutes. Let's say you, I don't know, I'll just make something up. You have 10 Ferraris, you have a mansion, you have an island, you have 5 planes, you have all these material things that you go, oh yeah, I did it. Simple question. How much of that can you take with you when your body dies? 0. Right? Think about it. That's why most people are afraid of death. Because they define the I with the things they've accumulated. Now, people on the spiritual path, not the fake spiritual path of they just know how to quote verses from holy books, they really live it. They realize, okay, I live life fully, I'll enjoy life, have the comforts of life. If that's what's important to you, you have good health, you have good relationships, but according to the Buddha, everything is subject to change. So that's not going to last forever, right? It is what it is. It's not being negative, it's reality. So you go, okay, I'll enjoy it. While I'm enjoying it, I'm going to give and share. Because when you give and share, you know what you're doing? You're converting your material, let's just say material resources or your material wealth, and converting it to spiritual wealth that you can take with you. It's called the lessons and the good karma. You get to take all of it. Not to mention, while you're giving it, you're happier. What a deal. So I think some of you, or I shouldn't say some of you, a lot of you, if you're really listening, what I was listening to my teacher, that alone listening is healing. You know why it's healing? It starts to heal me of my stupid thoughts, my dumb tendencies. I know some of you go, why do you use so harsh words? I'm not using harsh words. It is. It's dumb and stupid. But we do it anyway. True? So, Next time somebody becomes more prosperous, has a new car, has this, you say, may you be blessed with more. I'm just grateful God has blessed me with this and that. Thank you. And move on with your life. And watch the magic happens. Shall we? Okay, tap your crown. I am that I am. I'm not the body, not the emotion, not the thoughts. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am that. The soul, the spiritual self. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am connected in one to the divine spirit in me. I am a child of God. I am one with God. I am one with all. There is only oneness. Just be still. We are one. So we'll do the great invocation and bless the earth even more. Okay? Imagine all of us are inside the sun, looking at the solar system. Open your palms in blessing. Let's chant Om 3 times. Om, Om, Om. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend on earth. May God's messenger of love return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the will to do good descend on earth. From the center which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where any evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend on earth. Let light, love, and power restore and manifest the divine plan on earth. So be it. Just be still and let the blessings flow through us. Again, from the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth in the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth in the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend on earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters in the spiritual hierarchy know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend on earth. From the center, which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out. May it seal the door where any evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend on earth. Let light, love, and power restore and manifest the divine plan on earth now. So be it. May all beings be blessed. The ones who are more successful than you are, more prosperous, more happy, more this, more that, may they be blessed with more. So be it. Use this opportunity. If you know someone that you're envious of for whatever reason, use this energy that's flowing through us. May they be blessed with more joy, more happiness, more abundance, more prosperity, and divine connection. So be it. That is what gives you inner peace. Just let it flow through you. It has a purifying effect. May all be divinely blessed. May the people that we're envious of, in whatever reason, in whatever way and for whatever reason, may they be blessed. So be it. Keep going. Some of you feeling it's lighter, right? Just keep going. May all of them be blessed. So be it, so be it, so it is. Now, for the third recitation of the Great Invocation, just imagine a brilliant light just floating above your head. Keep your hands where they are. Put your entire attention on that brilliant light above your head. The rest will be done for you. One day we'll explain this to you. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend on earth. May God's messenger of love return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters and the spiritual hierarchy know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend on earth. From the center which we call the human race and all the other races, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light, let love, let power descend on earth. Be still. Let light, let love, let power restore and manifest the divine plan on earth now. So be it, so be it, so it is. Now be still and let the blessings keep flowing through you. Bless countries in need. People going through troubling times, may they be blessed with divine healing and blessings. Blessings be to all. Just be still and let the blessings keep flowing through us. May all who are suffering be healed of their pain, sorrow, and suffering. So be it. May all be blessed. So be it. Just be still and let the blessings keep pouring through us. Now chant Om 3 times. Om. 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 Be still. Blessings be to all. Now lower your hands, keep your eyes closed, keep your tongue on your palate. Just put your complete awareness and attention on that brilliant light above your head. The image doesn't have to be clear, it's there. Just be still. So be it. Let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my beloved and respected teacher, Master Tokok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, we humbly ask for divine light, love, guidance, help, and protection. Thank you for the blessings, the love. Thank you for the prosperity energy. Most importantly, thank you for the realizations, plural. Thank you. Thank you for the blessings in our lives. In full faith, so be it. All right, just a quick test. Check your crown center. And since we're talking about prosperity a lot tonight, say my prosperity center. Check your basic chakra. What happened? Next, how's your level of inner peace? Now think of the people you felt envy for earlier before we did the meditation? How do you feel about them now? Anybody feel like, oh, whatever, that's fine, I'm neutral, good enough? You see, we covered this in the earlier session, so make sure you watch it. Oftentimes, the ones that we have intense envy and jealousy for, the souls are chained together. That's why you can't forget about them. That's why you keep thinking about them. That's what drives you nuts. Okay? You want to get rid of it? It's very simple. Learn the lesson. And number 2, as you pray and meditate, bless them. You unchain yourself. Okay? Don't give any more excuses. Just say, okay, enough. Let's move on. Okay? Anyway, we leave these videos online. So just in case you need to be reminded, I need to be reminded. That's why I love doing this, by the way. Because every time I do this, it reminds me of my teacher's teachings. It didn't come from me. Without him, I know nothing. So every time I share this with you, it triggers a memory. Oh, yeah, he taught this. Oh, dumbass, how come you're not practicing it? Okay, erase. Not dumbass. Clear? So I hope this helps. And again, I know some of you feel that this is a little too direct. I'm not about to change it because that's the best way to learn. Oftentimes when a teacher is trying to be too nice, packages in a very loving, gentle, inspiring. Maybe for a lot of people that's good, but for some of us who are a little thick-headed, it requires a sledgehammer. It works for me, so I hope it works for some of you. If you find it a little harsh, my deepest apologies. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I just want it so bad that you learn it. Because me learning it changed my life massively. All right, and the last quick announcement. All right, tomorrow night. So let's just say 13 hours from now, okay? So you guys are not saying, what time is it, my time zone, or whatever. So 13 hours from now, give or take, 8 p.m. California time. You guys do the conversion. It's the 3rd most powerful full moon of the year, okay? And I hope you will join me. It is the Goodwill Festival. And what it is just as a reminder, the one in... what month are we in? Okay, April, Aries, is preparation. First powerful full moon. The peak is last month, which is Wesak Festival. A lot of you joined me. That's where the divine energy came down, with millions of people doing the meditation. This one tomorrow is the distribution. Okay, when we say distribution, we actively become channels to really let the blessings flow through us, to bless our families, our friends, the people we're envious of. Bless every person, every being, so the divine blessings flow through us. And while we're at it, make sure you write down all your goals, all your wishes, so that after the meditation, we have all this excess energy. You're like walking around with a ginormous aura with all these blessings and all this energy sitting in your energy field. At some point, you don't do anything with it. You know, some of it is absorbed, the rest dissipate. You might as well channel it by like aiming a fire hose at your wishes, so they're super duper energized. Okay, so make sure before tomorrow night, write it down. Invite as many people as possible, because the more of us that meditate, the more blessings we bring to the earth, the more blessings we bring to ourselves too. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so again, it's not going to be in social media. Don't be looking for it. Oh yeah, where is it on Instagram? I mean, people don't listen. I still see people say, what time is it? Will it be on Instagram, Facebook? No, it's not. Go to mastercode.org or praniking.com. It's going to be there. Register, and then we'll see you tomorrow night. Okay? Namaste, everyone. You all take care. We wish you much joy, happiness, lots of prosperity and abundance, and may you be divinely blessed by God and all the higher beings. Namaste. Thank you. You guys take care, and we will see you for the full moon. And then Monday for Anchor the Light again. See ya. Bye.